And I'm also a youth leader in the Burlington School District. I've been a part of youth leadership by participating in the Summer Racial Justice Academy for 3 years now. Last year was the pilot for peer leaders, so instead of being a student learning, I was a teacher giving knowledge. I am also a peer mediator for the Burlington School District, and I also am a teacher for personal development, teaching microaggressions in classrooms to the Burlington School District teachers. Mm-hmm.
Hello, my name is Nasra Hassan. I use she, her pronouns. I'm currently a 10th grader at Burlington High School. Some of the youth leadership I've been involved in is I teach a restorative practice to teachers about micro and macroaggressions. I've done the Summer Racial Justice Academy 2 years in a row. Last year I was a peer leader, so I taught instead of learning. I've also been a part of the first Vermont Racial Justice Youth Alliance. I taught 4th and 5th graders about a junior Summer Racial Justice Academy. I've done peer mediation. I'm a student panelist on the equity workshop.
Hello, I'm Hassan. I use he, him pronouns. I'm in 7th grade. I go to Edmonds Middle School, and last year was my first year joining SRJA, Summer Racial Justice Academy, and this year I'm a student panelist for the equity workshop.
My name is Kali Ali. I'm a 10th grader at BHS, and I am a part of leadership. I'm a student panelist. I was also a student at Racial Justice Academy, and I'm a mentor at Sustainability Academy.
Hi everyone, my name is Esther Miguelecha, she, her pronouns. I am a 9th grader at the Burlington High School. I've been involved with youth leadership by attending a 2-year class at Edmonds Middle School called YPAR. This class is student-led. It's when a group of students and teachers work together to acknowledge the problem in the school and use methods such as collecting data in order to solve the problems. I've also been involved with youth leadership by attending Racial Justice Academy for 1 year. I had a great experience and I wish I attended for more years. We are going to start by telling you a little bit about the Racial Justice Academy. The summer program, Racial Justice Academy, is a program where students can learn about the systems of oppressions, how to be great leaders, and affect change. We bring students together to build a community and develop understanding of our shared experiences. Here is the mission statements of the Racial Justice Academy.
At the Burlington School District Racial Justice Academy, we represent student leadership. We speak out for the needs of ourselves, our peers, and our community. Every student, teacher, and staff brings a unique gift to this space. We bring authentic experience, brilliance, diversity, and meaningful engagement. We value racial justice, honesty, deep learning, change, and healing. We work to build connections, organize for action, and share in collective power.
We will share power with adults in authentic ways.
We will share hard truths to uncover and expose racial bias in our school systems.
We will create transformative change and work towards a more just future.
We will insist that school leaders listen to us and value the work of the youth.
We will disrupt white supremacy power structures in our school.
We will dismantle oppressive systems, policies, and practices.
We will use our power to create culture shifts to bring about positive change in the Burlington School District.
We will be seen and we will be heard.
We as youth want to make a partnership with adults to better the community that we are in. Right now, we have the power dynamic that is always teacher versus student or adult versus youth, but that doesn't have to be the case.
We want to build a better relationship between the youth and the adults that has never really had a strong foundation.
Youth and adult partnership that you have with your colleagues, where we're working towards the same goals. When we say we want this partnership, we want to make it very clear that because we are youth, that means we are experts in youth experiences and we can speak about what's best for us.
We are now going to share some advice by sharing a list of do's and don'ts of youth-adult partnership. The list of best practices was created by a former Racial Justice Academy student, Grace Brown, with partnership with Adam Bagura, Burlington School District's equity leader.
Do actively search for unrepresented voices.
It's important to make sure you have diverse representation and acknowledge voices that are not normally heard.
Don't tokenize students.
If you are inviting a student to the table, don't just invite them to have a seat. Be ready to listen to them. Be ready to hear them.
Do ensure the content is worthy of their time.
Meaning that students' needs are met and everyone is comfortable.
Don't use educational jargon.
Be understanding of students' situations and don't use big words in order to confuse them.
Do make space for active listening and ask specific questions designed for the youth to answer.
Don't put the students as an afterthought. For example, avoid hearing from a bunch of adults and then saying, I'd really like to hear from the students.
Do compensate them with money, community service, or credit.
At the Racial Justice Academy, students get paid as a valid consultant.
Do make accommodations for comfort level and accessibility.
Don't talk too much and don't invite one student representative to a table full of adults.
Do prep adult terms for readiness and so inform students of what to expect and co-plan agendas as much as possible.
Don't break confidentiality or gossip.
Do disrupt the power of dynamic.
Before we continue, let's take a moment to think about these do's and don'ts, and please reflect with someone next to you. I've been frequently asked to step forward in youth leadership, and most of my experiences have been positive. I've noticed that it is a challenge to actively center student voices. It has begun to concern me that we can't have this partnership naturally. We have to always keep these do's and don'ts in the front of our mind to even have the partnership to begin with. Otherwise, we will revert back to our natural dynamics, which will leave adults as the only experts in the room. One challenge to overcome is the instinct for adults to continue looking at us like we are children, and giving empty praise and promises just for stepping up to speak without listening to what we are actually saying. The reaction on the other end of the spectrum we have experienced is when adults are overly critical and dissect every word when we are sharing our experience to try to find fault, and dismiss us as not true academic experts in the youth and student experience. This is why it is so important that we adopt these strategies to keep guiding us in the right direction in youth leadership and youth and adult partnership. We, as youth, are the starting point to create a better community for the next generation to come. So please let us, the youth and adult, you and me, do this together. Thank you.
We will now close with a poem written by Ibrahim at the Summer Racial Justice Academy 3, which will be recited by Liban Hassan.
What it means to be black, by a poem by Ibrahim. What it means to be black. What it means to be walking down the streets and people start clutching their bag, holding their kids close, making sure everything's good, just a black guy is walking down by them. What it means to be black. what it means for people to make assumptions. Oh, he's an athlete. Oh, he's a rapper. What it means to be black. What it means for people like teachers, bosses, managers to call me by my wrong name just because there's another person at work who's black. What it means to be black. What it means for people to think I grew up without a father when they don't know anything about me. What it means to be black. What it means for people to think I'm illiterate, or I'm educated. I grew up in the city. What it means for people to ask me where are you from or what kind of clothes are you wearing just because they think I'm authentic. What it means to be black. But I'm strong, I'm smart, I'm caring, I'm funny, and it may seem a little conceited, but I think I look pretty good. I try my absolute hardest at everything I do, so what gives you the right when they don't even know what it means to be black?